So, I did tell everyone that I would be mining the responses for the tagged video chain letter type things that I was creating in order to learn things through analysis. And some people had an averse reaction to that because they remember other social experiments that have been wrought upon YouTube. Most notably in their responses would be Gluteus Illuminatus and Glenn Watson, both of which you can find their videos in the playlists linked in the description box. And also, it was very funny when C Beach in a Facebook post compared me to the evil scientist in the Fallout video game series who created all the different Fallout bunkers with different experiments. That was great. But I thought I'd let you guys know where the analysis is trending so far. Okay, so we've got Come Back to YouTube, which so far has had 16 responses since June 15th. And we've got What is Destroying YouTube and all of its variants, and that has had 95 responses since June 5th. And there's a very large disparity there, even though I tried to tag more people than I did with the first on the Come Back to YouTube. It just hasn't taken off like the other. And what I can glean from looking at both playlists, the trends are, I started with a positive topic, Come Back to YouTube, and people were hesitant to participate, and half of them in their videos reframe the topic to who should leave YouTube. And some of them didn't talk about who they wanted to leave YouTube, but they would mention, I would rather talk about, who I want to vote off the island, or off my planet. And then when I did start with a negative topic, like what is destroying YouTube, people rushed to talk about it. 95 responses in less than a month, right? And half of them reframed it to the positive label of how to improve YouTube, how do we improve YouTube, how to fix YouTube, how do we fix YouTube, all those positive labels. But they still read off a litany of different things that they find as problems with YouTube. Not many of them actually just stated, how to improve. They pointed out problems, just like they would have if they had used the label "What is Destroying YouTube," and those people provided answers and plans to improve things just as often. So what I'm seeing here is, one, negativity will inspire people to respond. Okay? And two, people like to be seen as positive. They like the label of positivity. Even though they're going to say the exact same thing, they like to be seen as being positive when they do it, even if, it could be one of those either way things, where it's just how you look at it. That's all. No evil science experiment, no one harmed, and I'm only getting statistics from the people who choose to participate. So, no harm, no foul, right? Except for people having to look at themselves and whether or not they are inspired by negativity, which, maybe it's going to make a pang of consciousness happen in one person besides me.